Shachar Peled here for her weekly segment, Off Screen. I can't see. You must have not eaten any of it.
I've eaten a lot of knafe. Too much, in fact. But down with knafe. We're celebrating 20 years now. It's unbelievable how old we all are.
It's awful.
It's been 20 years since Quentin Tarantino rocked our world with Pulp Fiction, his second directorial feature following Reservoir Dogs. Back in 1994, the month of May was the first ever screening in the Cannes Film Festival, where it was a sensation, won the coveted Palme d'Or, the best film in the festival, and it went on to be released in October, exactly 20 years ago, where it became a worldwide sensation. You know, it was only an $8 million budget, and it earned more than $200 million worldwide. It changed everything. It was really a revolution, and people really appreciated it. First of all, we can say that it didn't win that year's Grand Oscar, the best film in the Academy Awards. That went to Forrest Gump, you know, the mainstream Hollywood entertainer of that year.
Good.
People were still not ready for this. It did went on to win the best screenplay of that year, but everyone agreed it was a game changer. First of all, let's start with the fact that it made such a profound influence on a generation of filmmakers. You know, it was a new film noir style, the non-linear story structure, the cartoon violence, you know, getting shot as you're in the toilet or mistakenly in the back of the seat. Exactly. This suddenly was hilarious. The pop culture dialogues, who would have thought that a cheeseburger conversation about how cheeseburgers are in the Netherlands would be so fascinating. It really changed everything, and its legacy is still seen up until today, and years later films really tried to copy it. We've seen Get Shorty and Lock, Stock and Snatch and Go, and even Sin City, where Tarantino himself actually directed one of the scenes. Everything is really built on this masterpiece back in the
It is a
mid-90s.
masterpiece. There's no question about it. I'm keeping my mouth shut for most of this because I couldn't hold back, and I would just quote the whole movie out for you. But I remember watching it at the Haifa Film Festival when I was 16, and it blew my mind.
It blew everyone's mind. It was something out of this world, and it not only put the spotlight on Tarantino, but also it brought back to life John Travolta from his days of Grease, and put finally the spotlight on Uma Thurman, on Bruce Willis, on Samuel L. Jackson. These major Hollywood stars can say thank you to this film, and so can we. Here's a few anecdotes you might have not known about this film. Tarantino began writing the screenplay in Amsterdam. That's why the influence is on Dutch. And one more anecdote, Julia Louis-Dreyfus was supposed to be Mia Wallace. What a different Mia Wallace that would have been.
Bombshell, we're finishing for today. Thank you, Shachar. Thank you at home for joining us as well. Please join us again next week.